Greetings, YouTube. Anyone that watches my channel knows that I have some kind of weird, sick addiction to the arena. I just do it every day. I've done that for years. I have run the arena more hours than I have slept, ate, relaxed, etc. in the past 3-4 years. It's not something I'm proud of. It's quite the opposite of what the kids call a flex, but it is what it is. I don't remember the last time I was this exhausted after doing a run in the arena. And I have ranked up over 100 2-stars, mainly because when in doubt, that's who I rank up whenever I get a new 2-star in the level up event. Yes, it's not going to get me all the milestones, certainly not even enough to the revive or the units, but it helps, And I've become kind of peculiar. See, I can't even talk right now. About ranking up all my 2-stars. Well, you'd think that I would be in luck because we can only use our 1 and 2-star champions for the top new anniversary arena for 6-star shards, which give you, I do believe, according to Kabam, up to half a 6-star worth of shards, or 5,000 6-star shards. The problem is, Kabam just gave that same amount of shards to Cavalier for free and double that for Thronebreaker. And so on one hand, they're like, hey, here's an amazing free gift. And if you want some more, get ready to do a mountain of paperwork. Because even as somebody who loves the relaxation of doing the arena, and I realize how sick that sounds and how sick that makes me, I am not trying to deny that. And yet even I am exhausted by this because you'll notice that the points are pretty similar to what they usually are in the 2-star featured arena in general. I get about what I would get for, say, a 3-star in the 3-star featured arena worth of points per 2-star win. In this case, I have slightly under 6,000 points for each, or about 18,000 for the round. The problem, of course, is that we're not grinding for 18,000 points or 50,000 points. And so even after I grinded all of my 2-stars, and again, I feel as though my eyes are deceiving me and I'm starting to shut down, and I feel as though I am going through some kind of horrible paralysis of arena deficiency, or arena enhanced deficiency, I should say. I have scored 502,605 points. Now, that's the most points I've ever grinded in one sitting with 2-stars. I have a win streak of 29, but remember, that's a win streak of 29, which means, busting out my handy-dandy calculator, I have already done 87 2-star fights. 87 2-star fights with full suicide mastery, I might add, for 502,000 points. The game reminds me that I am not even to the 600,000 point milestone. And keep in mind that unlike previous arenas that say gave you the full month to grind, this 6-star shard celebration, as well as, I'm guessing, even though I haven't started it yet, the 4 and 5-star shard celebration, only lasts 7 days. So that's 7 days to not get 600,000 points, but to get 4 million points. Because that milestone is worth 1,000 6-star shards by itself. So, I don't know what to tell you. I'm guessing a lot of people who either don't want to rank up their 2-stars or just frankly don't want to do it are going to be a little annoyed, and they're just not going to do it. And there's a fair argument to be made that you don't have to do it, right? And that it is something that is optional, and so stop complaining. It's quote-unquote free stuff, though if you're spending hours of time doing something, is it really free? Your time is, depending on who you are, could be the most valuable resource you have. But I am not the only person who is exhausted by this idea. And so some of you went to the forums and you got a message from the Dear Kabam leader, because Kabam Mike has said, all right, time to close this thread down. We understand that some of you are upset that this requires more effort than the 5-star shard arena, but it's half a 6-star crystal, aka 5,000 6-star shards. Those are still incredibly valuable, even though we gave you one today for free. And it should require more effort than the 5-star shards, which, this is the sentence that I just don't get, which most of you grind out in an afternoon and never look at again every time we run it. That sounds like he's kind of ticked off. Like, I set up this arena for you and you never look at it again after you end it. Dang it. Be thankful, players. Secondly, you do not have to do the entire arena. You can grind for milestones along the way and gather as much as you have time for. There's still a lot of stuff going on this month, and we can't just hand out 6-star shards, again, even though they did, left and right. This, again, sounds like a parent that's telling their kids, we can't just give you a puppy every day. We're not a kennel. Even though we just did give 5K to Cavaliers as well as 10K to Thronebreakers. That's the irony of it, right? But I think in this case, it's just kind of like coincidence in his head. I don't know. You've still got a holiday calendar coming your way and even more content. Now, in fairness, if I worked for Kabam and I tried to do something nice, and every time I just got people to complain, I would be exhausted. I remember the first time that we saw a mystery box on December. Do you remember this? Last year, it was Christmas Eve, and it was a Christmas mystery box. Everybody thought it was going to be like 5,000 5-star shards or 6-star shards or Tier 2 Alpha or Tier 5 Basic or something, and it was just like a regular holiday crystal. People were so ticked that they flooded Kabam servers and crashed the website. I'd never seen it before. And they were so ticked off about it at Kabam that they thought, well, we're just not going to do this from now on. Of course, they changed their mind because if they didn't do that, they'd tick off the player base and they'd lose money. But at the same time, like, I do get that it's frustrating to think you're doing something nice for somebody and have them complain no matter what. There is like a middle ground to this. I'm not saying that you should get like 100,000 points like we've seen in the past for 1-star champions, or even 50 or 60,000 points for 2-stars, but maybe at least like 10,000 points. If you got 30,000 points instead of 18,000, that extra 12,000 really does add up fast, and it makes it not easy, but still a little bit less strenuous than what it is right now. All I can say is you better get ready to rank up those 2-stars if you want to do this, because it's going to take a lot of time, but also the 2-stars are the best champions you can bring in. It's an only 1 to 2-star arena. So all those 3-stars, 4-stars, 5-stars, and 6-stars kicked to the curb with the Spider Ham arenas this time around. And I cannot say this enough. Just as I showed before, you only have 7 days to do this. So you can't put this off. And if you do, you do not want to all-night this thing. That would be the worst all-nighter since college, right? So good luck with that. I just wanted to bring this to your attention as my eyes are glazing over, and I think I need to go eat something before I pass out. Have a good rest of your day, morning, night, whatever time you chose to click on this video, wherever you are. I appreciate that you did.